Jimmie Johnson buying into petty GMS. Ty Gibbs gets roasted. And we've got JRM sponsor news. Let's talk about it. Coming up next. Alright, what's going on, everybody? Hope you're doing good today. Alright, first things first. Let's take a look at the big news. Jordan Bianchi is breaking the news that Jimmie Johnson apparently is going to buy into petty GMS. Let's take a look at it. Jimmie Johnson is finalizing a deal to obtain an ownership stake within the Petty GMS organization starting in 2023. Sources close to Johnson and Petty GMS have told The Athletic. Johnson will also drive in select races for the team. An announcement is expected this week. All right, so a lot to break down there. First off, Jimmie Johnson is going to drive the car, so that's going to be really cool. He's going to need a number. The 48 is already taken. He could, invert it, I guess, and be 84, or they could get a 40 or possibly buy out New York Racing's 44, do something like that. So the number is going to be an issue, but it's going to be really cool that he's driving a race car again, and also the fact that he's buying in with Richard Petty, so it would be named, probably like Petty GMS with Jimmie Johnson. They could do that Ganassi route, so they're going to have to rename again. This is the first year with the Petty GMS name, so now we're going to have a new name for next season, so that's going to be really cool too. But the bigger overall reach here is going to be Jimmie Johnson is going to attract some different sponsors. We didn't even know he was still interested in NASCAR. As far as we knew, he was in the open wheel world and sports car racing and stuff like that. So it's cool that he's coming back to his roots. But also, aside from bringing in sponsors, he's also going to be able to mentor Noah Gragson and Eric Jones. Eric Jones, at this point, an established veteran, gets wins. He's basically got to be a favorite to make the playoffs next season. The way Petty GMS has been running and the way Petty GMS has been spending money, this even further strengthens that. But he's definitely going to help Noah Gragson. Noah Gragson's going to be a rookie next year, probably going for Rookie of the Year against Ty Gibbs, depending on how NASCAR judges or rules on that. So that is going to be a fun story to watch. And just Jimmie Johnson, it's going to be interesting to see which races he comes back and picks and chooses to race at. Not a lot of details with this story, but definitely really interested. And you know me, Petty GMS guy, so definitely pumped up and stoked for this. Can't wait for the full story to come out because I want to see exactly what happens.
Walking on water?
I made some mistakes for sure, and I'm working forward to getting out of this whole situation I put myself in.
Well, I mean, I enjoyed it, so always a supporter. See you guys. Have fun.
Good luck.
Thanks. You too.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Thank
Pulling
you.
for you.
Thank you. That means a lot.
All right, so you saw right there that Ty Gibbs gets roasted by Ben Rhodes. I don't really have a lot to say on that other than, well, it's a pretty funny joke. And if somebody ever asks you if you walk on water, the proper response to that is only when it freezes. So there you go. That's actually why I wanted to include that in there. So if anybody asks you, only when it freezes. That is the proper response to that. And also, we got some JRM sponsor news. It was shown earlier in the week that Junior Motorsports, Dale Jr. will drive the 88 for 2 races next season, and one of those races will be the 88 Bass Pro Shop car. And we also found out today, they finally made it official. A lot of people had speculated this, but Brandon Brown is going to be driving, not Brandon Brown, I always do that. Brandon Jones will have Menards come over with him to JRM, so Menards is coming over to JRM. Yeah, and that's all I got for you on this one. I wanted to make it quick. I'm not sure how good the Wi-Fi here is going to be, so I wanted to keep it condensed. But yeah, this is the setup for the week, unfortunately. So I can't help the audio and all that stuff. But basically in a hotel room. But I have made it to Phoenix finally. This was the sleeping condition until today. So you see that. So have made it to Phoenix. We'll be going to the races. We'll be trying to get as much content for you as possible. Going as hard as I can to finish out the season really strong for you guys. Trying to get you the best stuff possible for the channel. All right, if you made it this far, feel free to subscribe down below. It helps out the channel, and I really appreciate it. If you're already subscribed, I appreciate you as well. If you got a comment or question, leave it down in the comment section. I'll try to get to as many of them as I can. And other than that, thanks for your time. Peace.